Another quick video. I think we should withdraw from the Middle East because, yeah, well, first reason is upcoming Middle Eastern teenagers. There's some dissent and there's some repression existent in the fact that we're over in the Middle East, and it's going to alter their mentality as they're becoming adults. And some of them have relatives that are just like us, with soldiers, like, and they're not gonna change their viewpoint. Uh, uh, and it's going to take them a few generations to forgive us for ever coming to their country in the first place. And next thing, I think the only thing iffy about it is the fact that there's mines and stuff that's out there. I feel like that is iffy, but I don't think we need dudes patrolling around and like kicking people's doors in and stuff. Um, uh, Without like a robot or something that searches for explosive residue. And I think we need to do something about that. All we could do is just arm them and they'll be set, and maybe teach them IED stuff, and maybe make a robot that can go around searching for explosives and teach the robot the paths or something. And we could do that as soon as possible. Because if you interview these guys, if you interview these war veterans of recent years, like all of them say, like, unless they sound like a complete bullshitter, like I don't know how to relate to you type deal. Uh, if it's a genuine person, they're saying that they're not these guys are literally protecting themselves, and they're going through people's houses, and like I'd probably lose my life if soldiers from another country tried to come through my house, and I didn't do anything. And people are protecting themselves. You could go interview all the actual soldiers, but I don't know if having all those barracks is there is a necessity. I think you can, and the airstrike situation is complete bullshit. I think you could have a robot go and do that. And the fact, if you buy a stealth bomber this year or next year, you could have spent that money on the robot situation. And what are they going to do with a robot that's literally puts a box over something and blows it up? What are you going to do with that? And senses the space around it. Like if they do capture our machine, we could fly a like drone in, they go pick it up or something, and then there'll just be a situation where they're attacking our bomb machines, and like the actual citizens, the good citizens, could like make sure that, or you could give them the bomb machines, and the bomb machine will go on the route and then search for mines or whatever. But other than that, you're protecting yourself. You all these war veterans are saying we don't want to die for no reason, or we're dying for no reason. And Yeah, these guys are literally protecting themselves, and we're in there. And at the end of the day, like we're in their territory, and they don't want us there. And I bet it's not as bad as it seems. I bet they can protect themselves, and all we could do is just arm the citizens that we know are good. And I don't think we have to still be there. Um, there's all these announcements like we withdrew from Afghanistan and stuff, but we're still there and stuff like that. And I think the last thing, um, in terms of withdrawing from the Middle East, I think that in the past few wars in like Vietnam and Iraq and stuff, I think literally, um, I bet if you search the statistics, all the civilian casualties were from people in their first tour. So maybe you can gather up those statistics and make an act for future conflicts to say that uh, people in their first tour can't fight as infantry in your first tour. We'd have husbands and stuff going to do that, and that'd have been fine as long as there's not civilian casualties, because someone in their second tour would be old enough to realize like, okay, um, I'll die for you rather than kill your citizens. So I'm over there just like ready to get blown up, and that's what we should be doing. Um, if we're going to invade somewhere in the first place. Because basically they're protecting themselves, and you interview these guys, and they say they're protecting themselves, and that's what we would do. And it's just like a stalemate situation, but you're in their territory, so you could just arm their good citizens. And first 8 year tour, you can't do infantry. That's for second 8 year tour. So we have like late 20s and 30-year-olds over there who are mature, and they already trained for 8 years to ensure that they're elite and can like identify a situation when it's a civilian uh, acting up. And at the end of the day, if you're in your late 20s or mid 30s, you're not going to kill a civilian who's pissed off that you're in the territory, because you're going to understand that they have a family, and you don't want to kill someone because they're pissed off that you're patrolling where they used to play cricket or something like that.